Okay, this is scary. Also not really. Oh, I like that. It fucking auto extends it. Okay. I really don't even know like what the objective of this game is. You read a book about a little thimble that goes on a big adventure. You hope he has a good time. You read a book about how to deal with loss. Your mind is mended whole, driving you sane. Okay. That one tickled my funny bone, to say the least. You read a book on musical theory. The GOAT John Coltrane doesn't know what this is. The Ramblings of a Madman. Woo! This, oh, okay, but like, no, the music is actually fucking beautiful as shit. Othy. Like, fuck me! Maybe I just need to, like, do a normal jump instead of fucking trying to do some fancy shit. I mean, even though doing a sideways jump isn't colloquially fancy shit, but still. Ooh. Okay, hold on, wait. These bookshelves should have a book on them, right? Yes. You read a book about a woman with a magic sword who seeks revenge above everything. Her revenge seems pretty great. Okay, so something tells me Sybil is not agender or non-binary and is in fact a woman. You read a book about a girl who falls in love with a monster. She loves a monster enough to leave behind her family. Hey, I just played a game like that. And I currently have it set to upload all the parts, except for the girl didn't have a family. She was a creation of fucking the monster's mind. Sungreaves. Press A while in the air. After a short delay, you can do an air kick. Hitting walls and objects cause you to jump away. You know, because I'm goated at this watch. I fucking love Saya. Saya no Uta, like, deadass. One of my favorite pieces of fiction. Same thing with Mushko Tensei. But we live in an age where either everything is sexual or nothing is. And I mean, like, because Saya's a masterpiece. And some people hate it because, well, because the Arrow Guro game about a baby-eating rapist monster, eldritch entity, has sex in it. And it's... But, like, I'm not gonna say, like, how some people say, it'd be like, oh, well, it's just too heckin' offensive for those snowflakes. Because if that's not your cup of tea, that's not your cup of tea. But at the same time, you can't really complain. I mean, you have every right to complain that fucking the character you like is a man-eating rapist. Because on face value, when you adopted that like for that character, you may have not recognized that. But at the same time, to continue to like the character and say, yeah, well, I mean, and instead of saying that it's not your cup of tea, to say it's objectively bad is kind of crazy. But then also, just some niggas just don't know how to conduct themselves. So will be like, oh, the baby is too heckin' for me. And it's like, nigga, shut up. Like, yes, I get it. It's highly hypocritical to love a character and before you find out what they're about. And then to find out what they're about and act as if that isn't a part of them. Because that is most certainly a part of Saya. Or Aoi. Aoi is most certainly a Aoi is not a slut. Aoi is not any of that shit. It's literally like her life's purpose to fuck niggas. To get the H scenes the same way that the player is trying to get the H scenes and date the girls. Luke from Yumi and Her. But like, at the same time, you know, it's like, you can't sit here and be like, oh, she's so me, knowing exactly that you are nothing like that. But then, okay, I think I've walked in circles enough saying that shit. So let me go back to what I was originally saying. We live in a day and age of internet where either something's goon bait or it isn't. And nothing can be sexual and not be made for the explicit purpose of wanting you to jack off to it. Lollies are held in contempt by so many people because a lot of people will people who are attracted to kids will sexualize literally anything for themselves. That doesn't matter at all. Klee having puffy fucking undershorts isn't a sexual thing. But if somebody wants to fuck Klee, they will surely make it sexual. But then niggas will just, with no life, will sit on fucking Genshin Twitter and be like, well, actually, Hoyoverse, like, a lot of them niggas, they call themselves tech otakus for a reason. They're not even fucking Japanese. They are, like, D1 when it comes to fucking beating their shit to anime women. The devs over there. Same thing with the Blue Archive devs and their fans. I mean, somebody drew Hina from Blue Archive, and they drew a picture where she was fully clothed, but the focus was her ass. Nigga gets hired on to make official art for the team. I'm pretty sure the nigga was either he was Korean or he was Japanese. I don't remember. I'm not gonna go look at it. But my point is like, the lolicons, for example, will do literally anything to sexualize what they want. Alright? It doesn't matter. The little girl could wear everything in the world. Like Anya. Her dress is very her dress is very normal, unattractive and shit. But that doesn't mean somebody hasn't drawn her flashing her dress up. Which probably is out there. Or getting an upskirt shot from her. And that's just the nature of not only humans, well, not for children, that's the nature of pedophiles, but my point still stands. There was nothing! Fuck! No! Okay, that's just the nature. Never mind, there was something up there. But that's just the nature of humans. If they find something they like, they will turn it into what they like, no matter what. Bitch! Shoot that Hotabari. Oh, that feels good. I forgot where I was going with this. Yeah, the human-like nature will make to whatever they like. Doesn't matter. But now that we live in a day and age where Basically, everybody is too comfortable with sharing how they feel. And some niggas will just put every last sex thing they have in their mind out there on the internet. We also have people who are just, like, prudent as shit. Bernice, for example, Bernice, she's a child now. Seen multiple people say she's a child. That is a very adult woman. Oh, and her whole existence is just for goonbait. Just to be sexualized. Same thing with Jade. Jade is a femme fatale. She is a mistress. She has the whip. She steps on you. I'm not saying that her having sex appeal is out of the question. But I am saying that when she was revealed, and there was all this Honkai Star Rail shit, drama on TikTok and Twitter about it, that it shouldn't have been about her sex appeal, because that wasn't the main part of her character. And I really like the people who didn't like the character because she was a fucking slave owner. Because, you know, that's a genuine good reason to not like a character. And not because they have 1.000 ounces of sex appeal. The bitch is still fully clothed, alright? The Chinese law, and because Hoyoverse was, I'm pretty sure, like, founded, but they moved over to Singapore. But they still have a large stake in the Chinese market. So because of that, they gotta listen to the CCP's laws. So the bitch still is wearing a dress and pants and all that, even if she is stepping on you. I have just so many people on the internet, and to be fair, if you're really sitting here arguing about internet discourse, you got a lot of free time on your hands. I wouldn't understand that. I have a job. Yes, Jace, we see the job. Yes, Piccolo, we see the fit. But my point is that as a culture, so much of what we appreciate has been boiled down to just sex or not. And also sex bad. There is an extent, you know? There's a certain extent when it comes to it. But also, if you like Saya because you want to fuck the Eldritch horror entity, that is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's a bit wrong with that, but there's also nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But like, if everything you say about Saya no Uta or about any piece of media at all is not anything good, like critically or anything at all, and it's all just the sex appeal of a character, even in shows where there is nothing to be attracted to, then, you know, we've got an issue here, because you're obviously just a bit horn-brained. That's all of this is something that I felt and keep saying for a long time. But giving Sybil Pants is like a grade A decision by the devs that I really like. Because some people will take one look at Sybil having a sex appeal and either run with that and reduce Sybil down to just that. Okay, we'll reduce, and then they'll take one or two paths. Either A, they're nothing but a gooner, or B, they're nothing but a prude. And the sex appeal that Sybil has will either ruin the character for them entirely, or because of the sex appeal, or it'll fucking, or they'll just come and they'll completely disregard Sybil, or they will just disregard anybody else who isn't them who likes the character, unless they're like express it like, oh, I'm not a gooner. Like, you know, I loved Gardevoir. I really did like Gardevoir. And yeah, I do want to fuck a Gardevoir. But before I hit the age of like what? I want to say like 11. Before age 11, the only Pokemon characters I was attracted to were the humans. Then I hit like age 13, I realized what greatness Cynthia has for us. Oh, okay, I see what I'm supposed to do now. You know, I had to drop off Serena and Hilda and pick up Cynthia and fucking Roxanne until I learned she was 14. But that was fine because I was also 14. Also, some of you niggas be pretending that, like, as soon as you turn 18, you're no longer going to like these characters sexually. And, like, yeah, it is kind of morally dark to want to, like, say, fuck the shit out of Miku and being 30 years old, considering Miku is 16. But at the same time, like, there is no immediate, oh, well, I'm 18, now I just don't like Miku anymore sexually. Because if you're fucking 15 years old, 13 years old going into Miku, you're gonna like Miku. You're gonna continue to like Miku. Maybe. Probably. Possibly. But, you know, there's a certain point where you gotta be like, yeah, that shit doesn't really fly anymore. But at the same time, you don't just sit there, it's 12 a.m. on your birthday, and you're just like, yeah, actually, no, bro, trust me, Wallahi, I don't want to fuck Miku anymore. Because we know you do. We know you still do. You haven't had time to get that shit out of your system, and that is okay. But being like fucking 50, still obsessed with like Anya. I mean, not that at any point wanting to fuck Anya would be fine. But my point is, like, if you're like 50 and you want to fuck Anya, nigga, we gotta have an issue. Like, also hold on, no, I got it. Hold on, I can say it. Rio, fly me down, Rio, then we can chill on my gazebo. This gazebo right here. This is a jobless reincarnation reference. Wallahi, trust. I'm not lying whatsoever. Yeah, that is really genuinely how I feel. I feel like nowadays too many people either completely discredit a character because of the sexual value, the sexual appeal that that character has. Because if we're forgetting one thing, it's that sex sells. And there are also women who like women, and women who like men. Like, Shotokan's dead ass just be gay and are completely just overshadowed by lolicons. When was the last time you saw a Shotokan on Twitter? And Katie Weiji doesn't count. Fuck! I cannot. No, Sybil! Like, for example, where it's like, as long as I can remember, and as long as I have liked Undertale, I have found Toriel attractive. And, you know, I'm not gonna be one of those, like, fucking niggas who, like, either A, plays it down as, like, a quirky thing, like, oh, guys, I'm attracted to the anime girl. I'm so special. No, nigga, no, you aren't, alright? And I'm specifically talking about Tectone. That nigga invited an Arlecchino cosplayer on his stream just to fucking put the camera in her cleavage. Like, be so real right now, my nigga. That is a human being sitting next to you. And I understand that she is dressed up like that, but cosplay does not equal... Costumes and cosplay do not equal consent. Just because I'm dressed up as Arlecchino and I have fucking... No! And I have my titties to where you can see my cleavage. My name is Cleavage Brown. Doesn't mean that you get to put the camera in them and fucking put me up above fucking 50,000 niggas and say, oh, you're badonkers. Shut up! Genuinely. Niggas who are quirky horny, safe horny, piss me off, except for Joe Cat. I love him.